like having him here. Oh god, what have I done? Folding goggles. Fault 111 jumpsuit. I actually want to keep that. Alright. Craft. T repair. T repair. T repair. Oh, I didn't know I could change the color on my headlamps. Red tactical. Vault Boy headlamp. I might be about that life. Matrix overlay? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna quit fiddly diddling with the power armor. I just want to get the pieces that are busted off, because if you take a look at the armor right now, it's actually missing an arm and a leg. And I want to fix that. So, no, everything's fully repaired. I did not really... I gotta figure out how to turn on the headlamp. I didn't know about that. Let's, I need rubber. Alright. So, Sturgis. Need to talk to this cat. Yes.
I'd be glad to.
Just make sure we can sleep with it. There's a workbench over.
Uh-huh.
So, he just told me to build a bunch of beds. And that's just what I'll do. So, go around, select all of the pieces that you don't want. Radiator. And just point at it, hit R, and scrap it. Need you to get off the chair so I can build beds for people, you jerk. You insensitive fuck. Ugh. Oh, I know all about scrapping ruined houses, son. I invented that shit back in 1980. I actually co-opted with Vanilla Ice to flip some houses. Get rid of the toilet. If you want to shit, you go next door. Alright. Alright. Don't think I can fit one in there unless I just want to have it sticking out in the hallway. No! Okay, that was a terrible decision. Let's move it. Alright. I don't even care at this point. I just want it out of my way.
Hey,
Is
do
it
you
done?
have a moment?
Hey,
I
Sturgis.
wanted to thank
I
you
like it.
for helping us
Having
out
a
in
place to
Concord.
sleep will improve everyone's spirits.
If only we'd
What
run
we
into
need
you
now
sooner.
is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm
On
on
it.
it. Clean water
Just
coming
straight
up.
from the river.
Great.
You fucking
Thanks
savages. Alright,
Sure,
so
let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you.
get the fuck
I'm
out
being
of my way.
sarcastic. Leave
I
me
swear to
alone.
God, I will
Sanctuary.
Fusro daw you
I
into
know
the
joy
goddamn
is
river.
kid. Your energy is tied
Oh.
to this place.
Everybody is talking and they won't shut up. I will Fusro daw you, God. Alright, so hold V, brings up the build menu. And now go to resources. and build yourself some water. Water. I don't have concrete, and so where does one get concrete? I'm sure there are some houses around here that contain concrete. So, ruined house, ruined house. If you look in here, none of the interior is actually usable. And so, just scrap the whole shebang. Got 15 concrete from that, which means that we can actually afford to bring up the water pumps now. I just kind of build them here and across the street, because I need some water at my old crib. But, you know, this is like the central of the town. It's Sanctuary, man. Gotta make sure it's hooked up. I actually don't think this is my old house. I could be lying. Check the notes in the fridge. Oh, yeah. I remember I needed to buy some sugar bombs and Nuka-Cola. That's definitely a note that I would rate. And somehow the fridge in my old house turned into like a advertisement for Post-it. Because those notes are 200 years old, and everything still shows in clear, and it's still stuck to the damn fridge, even despite a nuclear detonation. That's fucking advertisement right there. It's product proven. All right, where did Sturgis go? I got a bone to pick with him. Not the good kind. Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Get your ass up. You don't tell me to do all
I
of
feel
this
better
building.
already. Knowing we have a
And then just go to
reliable
sleep.
supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for
I want
some
those
more
goggles,
help,
though. That's pretty
but our
badass.
food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
All right.
I'll start planting right.
Good deal.
I'll start planting right now. All right, you ready for Farmer Santa? So, pro tip for those of us who weren't exactly sure how to find the crops, directly behind the house with the workstation, there's actually
growing
a
well.
set of melons and gourds. If you'll take note, earlier whenever I first got out of the vault, I did pick up some gourds just from some wild plants, because you're definitely going to need those. There's also a farm down the road that has tons and tons and tons of potatoes, and so you can also harvest those, but the trip is a little bit longer, and I kind of wanted to get that out of the way. Go to resources, and you want to make sure you're not pouring in anything, and it'll tell you what you have in your inventory. Obviously, I've got 6 gourds, and so that's going to be the first in my itinerary here. So, of note is you can't really place these too close to the wall, like the fence, or it won't go. God. Alright. Oh god. The gourds have betrayed me. Alright. Then, back over here, more gourds. Has anyone here eaten a gourd? Like, I mean, I know you've probably seen a gourd before, because they're in those hideous baskets that they put out for Thanksgiving, but have you actually eaten a gourd? That's something that I want to know. Are gourds actually edible, or are they just, like, historians fucking with us? I'm just kind of putting everything down. That way, should we feel the need to expand later on down the road, I will be prepared. Mutt fruit. I could have swore I picked one up earlier. And for some reason, there are 2 entries for Tato. That's unimportant. Alright. Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go of this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
On it.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks.
All right.
It'll make
So,
everyone feel more secure.
remember earlier in the game when we were at the gas station and I said, Jesus Christ, guys, hot plates are super important gear. You got to make sure you have hot plates. Hot plates, banging. That's for now. Hot plates are one of the easier ways to get circuits very early in the game. That means, you know, not having to beat up Mr. Handies and whatnot to get it. Give me that doormat. And that's because right now you need to get enough defense for your settlement to equal the amount of food plus the amount of water that you have. So I've got 5 and 6, and so I'm going to need a defense rating of 11. God, I can do math. So let's clear out here. This is where I actually like to start. I haven't actually been raided, and so I don't know if this is a terrible, terrible mistake that I'm building this far up. But I do like to put me a gate up here, just so I've got like a clear and cut entrance. And it's actually a hell of a lot easier than after a little trial and error. We want walls, and we want the gate that faces outward. You have to be very, very tender with the facing of your doorway. Because that is how you will actually put your door on, and it only opens certain ways. Did I fucking put it on backwards? Oh god, what have I done? Okay, whatever. These have windows in the top. Yeah, let's get the ones with the windows. I like it. It's gonna be white. Where's that blue? Alright. And then, what I actually like to do here, you'll notice there's gaps on both the left and right. Oh, it's under... No, it's not under fences, or structures for that matter. It's under defense. Guard post. And I put my guard towers... Oh, you know what? I already fucked up. Here I am lying to you guys all day. I moved the guard post up so that it's flush with the rails here. You'll see why I do that in a minute. I actually lied. Don't follow my earlier advice. Like I'm a terrible leader. All right. So you want to get it as flush with the rails as possible. I lied. I lied. And it's structures, fences, junk fence. You can't put it on the actual bridge, so you got to get it as close as possible without... Motherfucker? Alright, so we're just going to use this as the preliminary. Obviously there's some overlap with my guard posts, and so we're going to set these off to the side and get the wall in place. But this is a very good, like, tight seal. Once you get your angles right and you get your guard post back in place. Come on. There we go. Actually, it needs to be scooted back just a scotch. Come on. What have I done? Alright. So, these towers stick out and forward, and so if there was ever discovered a way to lock these gates, you have a forward firing angle all along the walls in the river and up and down the bridge. without having to actually open your gates. And I feel like that's super important for, I guess, the purpose of the guard tower. And so, obviously this one's a little too far back, and so I'll scoot it forward. But that's the general idea for having the guard towers to be made useful here. Like, it's really flush, and but the actual like hook portion here sticks forward. The green line is the extent where you can build stuff. Well, you can actually still go out into the river, and anything that's on the border, like those trees, I'm sure you can still demolish, because I know there's a shopping cart like out and around here, I think, that you can go out and demolish. But as far as an actual gate goes, been completely unimportant so far. I haven't been able to use it. But now for the actual fun stuff on the defenses. The reason why I said you need the circuit boards, defense turrets. If I had a rank of gun nut, I'd be able to make this thing, no problem. But the machine gun turret is just going to have to do for now. I'm going to actually have to go back to the gas station because I missed the telephone. But we're going to build. It's a pretty freaking sweet gate. And the turret is done. Wish there was a way to fix the bridge, or at least put some flooring in it or something. What can you do? And, fun fact about the red rocket. Oh, you guys want to see some shit? Oh man, that's grody. Thanks, dog mate. I like how you're always there to bark at the enemy. So, they've got mandibles inside their mandibles. That's terrifying. It's like a little ground-dwelling xenomorph. Try not to think about that too hard. So, yes, I did indeed forget the telephone, despite my bragging about my attention to detail earlier. But hot plates, telephones, that's the two most important things if you plan on automating your defenses. You can get coffee pots and coffee cups, but the hot plate that the coffee pot is on is way more important than anything else in the room. Because coffee pots, I believe, not coffee pots, hot plates, I believe are 2 circuit boards apiece, and then the telephone is like 1, maybe. But it at least gives you 1. I can look it up in the menu if I need. Junk. Coffee pot. Asbestos. You need lots of asbestos. But the hot plate is 2 circuits. And the telephone is also 2 circuits. And it gives you some copper and stuff, which is useful once you get like wiring and you start powering your facilities and all of that. I don't have the perks to spare right now in the game, because I gotta make sure, you know, A, I'm tanky, and B, I'm doing stupid amounts of damage. And so I'm just gonna put that off for now. But the Red Rocket gas station is also a area where you can construct stuff. For those of us who are curious, Robaz has a series of informational videos where he turns it into a sacrifice grounds for his weird redneck cult. Oh, I think we lost somebody. Oh well. At this point I should probably quick save, because now we're going off into the Capital Wasteland. I've got my leathers and whatnot on. I should probably put the jumpsuit back on. So the jumpsuit is badass. It actually has probably better resistances than any other starting equipment you're going to get as far as your outfit is concerned. It doesn't give any actual like physical ballistic resistance, so nothing versus bullets or any of that, but it'll passively chop down on... Oh, come on, dog meat, don't do that. Just let him go, man. Commonwealth. Are you correcting me? So, heading off, according to the DATA, we're taking our first step to give a little ring to the settlers at Ten Pines Bluff. Part of the business that you do for Preston and the Minutemen is recruiting followers. They don't necessarily start showing up to your settlement. That's not what this is for. You're basically opening up new areas for settling. So the first time I came through here, all of the textures out here were mega jacked up and glitchy, and you couldn't actually tell where the ground was. The textures were like 10 feet or so above their actual surfaces. It looks like it's all cleared up now, so that's nice. And this is actually going to be one of those areas what's super useful to actually be wearing the Vault 111 jumpsuit, because it'll cut my
Unless you're
consumption
gonna pitch in
half.
here, keep a distance.
Hey there.
I want to
Looking
pitch
to
in,
earn some
dog.
caps?
I'm
I
looking
could
to
use
earn
a
some
hand
caps,
for
man.
golden
I want that
dollar.
hat.
I could probably help for a few caps extra.
Just had to push, didn't
Hmm.
Okay.
What do you need help with?
The pump isn't in top shape, but it should at least start. There must be some leaky connections flooding me out. Think you could fix them? The leaks will be underwater. Look for bubbles, and you should find them.
All right. Sully was his name? Sully